So we're starting ourselves off with some beef taquitos. And now we're going to add some canned corn, which we did drain out. We're just going to pour it all along these edges here. Just to fill in those little gaps, so when we put the sauce in, it doesn't fold under the taquitos and it goes on top like we want it to. And now we're going to pour some enchilada sauce. Get that all over, some little splashes. I'm gonna coat them as much as we can. Drizzle it all on top, get it along these sides here. Perfect. And now we have some chopped onions that I'm just going to sprinkle on by hand. We have plenty of those. I love onions. They just make such a popping flavor to me, and it tastes so great with everything. So I always like to add extra onion, but you can add as little or as much as you would like. Perfect. And now we're gonna go ahead and chop some of these green onions onto there. Just chop it all over. Get it around.
A lot of onions, huh?
Yes, I love plenty of onions. Every time I order anything out, I always ask for extra onion. It is my favorite addition to everything. But it's also sometimes people don't really like it as much, so you definitely do not have to add it. Perfect. And now I have some Kraft Mexican cheddar jack cheese. And we're just going to sprinkle that all over this here. That is our lovely enchilada cheese, which you can use all types of cheese, whatever tastes better to you. A lot of people use nacho cheese for this, or the little canned nacho cheese, but I like to use this kind of cheese. It's just a lot fresher to my mouth. Perfect. Oh, I love having so much of every ingredient. It just add all of the different flavors together on there. So now we have some diced tomatoes and green chilies, which we're gonna start by putting that around the sides here. Let's even this out a little bit, put some over here. Now we have some sliced black olives, which black olives just taste so good. They're such an amazing taste. I always use these on my sandwiches, but I thought that they would turn up really nice with this type of food. They're like enchilada taquitos here. And I'm sure they will be amazing. They are so good. Just add a few more there. And to top it off, before we throw it in the oven, we're going to add some sharp cheddar cheese. I'm just going to add a little bit here. We don't need a lot because we have that other cheese under it. This is just to coat these final bits on the top. Get some over here. Anything that we might have missed before. Awesome. All right, let's check out that bottom there with all those taquitos. Ah, it looks so good. Now we're gonna stick this in the oven at about 375 degrees for 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes, and would you look at that masterpiece? It looks so perfect, it looks so good, and I am so excited to try it. But first, we have a few final touches to add on to here. So now we're going to scoop a couple scoops of sour cream, and we have this nice little scooping tool here. We're just gonna scoop a couple dollops onto there because sour cream goes so well with Mexican food. get those all in there. Just gonna even it out, you know, scoops all around. That one needs a little bit more. Just get that all there. You can use a little less sour cream if you like. This is not coming out. You can use a little less sour cream if you would like. I just like to have a lot. It tastes really good with all of this type of stuff. And one more. Perfect. And now we are going to add our leftover onions. Just sprinkle it on top a little bit. Put it all over the sour cream. Get it all around there. Just so we don't waste our extra onions here. We're going to do the same thing with our leftover black olives. Just so we never waste our ingredients, we want to use up all of the stuff that we have. Just get those all around there. There we go. And of course, what Mexican dish would it be if it didn't have jalapenos? They're all chopped up, and I prefer to do without the seeds, but if you want that extra kick of a spice, you can go ahead and use up all the seeds that you would like. So we're just going to sprinkle all of those on there, use up every bit of that. And add some extra flavor to it. We have cilantro that we also chopped up. And this also helps with just the presentation. So if you were making this dish for, you know, a nice party or, you know, dinner for the family, whatever, you can have just this nice little presentation type dish going on. And I think it's finally ready. It looks so good, and I think I'm ready to finally try this.
That's yummy. That came out amazing.
So I'm just going to go ahead and bring a plate into here. We're gonna cut a little chunk right on the side, and let's make sure there's no cheese sticking there. We want a little bit of everything, and we have our sour cream here, and we have our corn on the sides and pico on the sides. So let's just scoop that there. Have the plate ready. Ooh, look at that layering there. It looks so good. All right, and you might want to blow on it a little bit. I did let it cool off, but it's still a little bit hot. But I think I'm finally going to try this. Oh, I'm so ready. I love taquitos, but I've never made them this way before. This is actually new to me, but it's going to taste so good. I already know it. Let's just get a little bit of everything in there. Make sure we got that cheese. Get a big old bite. It's so good. I love the little spiciness from the jalapenos. That is awesome. You guys have to try this. Everybody's going to love this, you know, your friends, family, the kids. This is friendly for everybody. It's so good. I'm gonna have another bite. This is going to be my dinner for the rest of the week.